Sound. 1, 2. And there's sound. 1, 2. Let's go. Sound.
Your YouTube is not picking sound.
That's what it said.
Oh, the scene is really good, friends. Am I able to comment now?
You guys, for the YouTube video.
It's not. Obviously, it's not what we heard. So it seems like it's not picking from this one. That's what it seems like. It feels like it's the laptop that's picking. Okay, but if I'm talking here, it's okay. So I don't know what problem is. Okay, shall we? Okay. Well, beyond shall we need to confirm that what is going on is what should be going on. Okay. I know YouTube sound, and sound is dusty, right?
Yeah, there's no sound at the moment.
Okay, I think it's fine.
That's fine, bro.
Can we get? He needs to start so that he needs to move some. Yeah, well, we need to get into the here. What are you doing? Sorry, really short so that I can easily. Okay, sorry. All right. So, like we said, we would do. Okay, so we said we have 5 candidates shortlisted from each category. The 5 best ones. I mean, we did an in-house vetting, and then we picked the 5 best ones, and those are the ones that will be critiquing today, right? But before we move on to that, I'll just very quickly announce all of the persons who submitted. So we're starting out with the product visualization category, right? And I would announce all the submissions we had, and then we'll move on to the 5 submissions. So we'll have those on screen as well, but for now I'll just announce the submissions. We received submissions from Abdulaziz Ladan, Adam Waziri, Daniel Oluwatobi Ajibola, Emmanuel Ogbodo, Faith Adegoke, Harrison Ubong Emediong, Ifeoluwa Adegola. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Yes, I'm doing my best. Ikom Mostak Pains Iduromo, Imoka Ibarre, Mubarak Ajibola Oyemi, Olamide Tolufashi. Yeah, I hope. Olatbi Ibadejo, Omololu Sheton, Rodney Ifeme, Samuel Okoyemi Aderiye, Wilson Ada Loko, and Yoma Uniti. These were the valid submissions we received, and of these names, we picked 5 of the best ones. Those 5 names are, this is from the product visualization category, right? Those 5 names are, can we have it on screen as well? We have Imoka Ibarre, Mubarak Ajibola Owoyemi, Olamide Tolufashi, I hope, I'm sorry, Omololu Shoitan, and Rodney Ifeme. These are our 5 finalists. No, for the product rendering categories. We're starting with product rendering category. Are we good? Okay. We'll be having the renders on screen. Before we get to that point, I'm going to walk through the brief again so that we have some perspective, and then we'll also have judges scorecards. Is there a spare one that I can take a look at?
Yes, sure.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. We have judges scorecard. I think I'll hand over to maybe Olamide to talk us through the expectations. I mean, how we derive this scorecard and what categories are being will form the basis for the judgment, right?
Yeah.
But sorry, before let me go through the brief. So the brief said for the ACVs, for the product rendering, sorry, the brief said, okay, the brief provided a product and a skincare product. It comes, it's a dispensing bottle that comes with a case, and you have to design, pretty much create two images based off of the information that is provided. The information being the ingredients, the constituents of the product, what the product is for. It's a skincare brand, and you have to create two images that would woo potential clients, basically. So there's a blank check on this. We provided provided the label for the product. So all our participants had the label, but the model was not provided. So participants were required to make the model and then put the label on it, and then create on a blank check, create any design that they want. So on that basis, that is how we've derived the scorecard. So over to you, Olamide.
Yeah. Before we proceed, I would like to add that it wasn't the easiest of task to come up with these first 5 minutes. But based on that, we've been able to come up with certain scoring categories, right? And that would be design, modeling, lighting, texturing, image appeal for the product ranging category. So for the design, we consider the overall scene aesthetic and the way it looks. The way you relate the plant with the product itself. For the modeling, of course, the quality of the model, and then how close you are to the reference itself. And then the lighting, that's also tied to design, but then it can be blown out, it can be too bright or too dark. That's also something we are considering. And of course, the texturing. So the Versim product is, it had like a lot of different textures, and then there are parts that has the text written out. So in some of the renders we saw, there are some that were too scaled up or scaled down. So those are the things that we'll also be talking about in this critique. And then we have the overall image appeal, that is all of the previous categories and how they relate with this final bit. So yeah.
Okay, to the judges now. So I will just be putting up the renders on screen, right? And then the judges would, I'm putting up the renders on screen, and the judges would be talking about them, basically. So we're going to be starting with Imoka Ivarue. So judges, you see that your scorecard has 2 categories per name. That is because there are 2 images, and we would like you to critique. We're going to be looking at images one after the other, and then on this basis, the design, modeling, lighting, texture, and image appeal.
Okay.
We'd like you to give scores on each one, and then at the end of the day, we get an average. Sorry?
Over 10.
Okay, over 10. On a scale of 1 to 10 for each item. So, are we ready to get started with Imoka, product rendering category? Because we'd like our viewers to also see the render. Imoka, yes, image 1. So, we have it on screen for our judges now. We also need to ensure that we have it on screen for our viewers. So there are 2 images. So I would expect that you guys would want to talk about it before we even begin to put scores.
Yeah.
Have like a bit of conversation around it and talk through what is and what is not in the image.
Okay.
So basically, this is image 1. There are 2 of them. So this is image 1. I'm going to. We'll go to image 2 right after.
So my opinion on the image, it's definitely something to look at. It is completely new, and then to be honest, we're not expecting it to go in this line at all, but it's refreshing to look at. I would say, and then yeah, it's quite creative. So that said, a couple of issues or things that I would rather not have, Okay, I wish we were able to do a bit of a doodle on this image.
Oh, sorry.
Do like sketch and draw something, but then in the absence of that, we just critique orally, right? So the camera feels, Harry, I'm trying this. The camera feels a bit too low, and then instead of maybe tilt shift, we're having the rotation looking up. So there's this curvature that the top of the product is having.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, I'd rather just have straight head on, right? That is just as far as camera angle is concerned, and then maybe the water. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
quite
the water looks
dense. Yeah, it looks a bit thick and milky.
better without the water.
I think the name would be like.
Okay, yeah, so
Category.
Yes, actually.
This is how
Yeah.
I feel.
yeah, so we have Nene, our product.
Expert. Yeah, product expert.
It's actually very creative, and I don't know. Coming from a photographer's angle, I was looking out for how each image would like tell a story related to the product itself. Because this is like it's an hydrating. I saw illuminate, refine, hydrate. So I was expecting things that would tell. I was expecting images that would tell a story related to the product, because the product photography specifically is meant to sell the product. So when people see it, they should be able to tell, okay, this is what this product does.
Sorry,
And so far,
don't you think liquid helps?
yeah, no,
sell
like,
the
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I think, and the person did that well with the water below. Yeah, he did that well. The water. And I'm also seeing the ring. I think that's trying to like show that it's illuminating.
Yes.
So the glowing ring also, I think it did well. And like you said, even if this was a live picture, also the angle also looks off. Like if it was like an actual camera picture, the angle looks off too. Looks like it is too low, just like it
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
But other than that, I like the creativity a lot, and I like the way the person tries to tell a story related to the product.
And then that aside, I should also like to add that one of the things we are looking to promote here is realistic renders. So in your opinion, would you see this as something that was made?
I can tell it's not, especially the water. It looks very off. It looks very off. It's very, very off.
Okay.
And also, the lighting, I don't know.
The lighting. Okay.
Inside.
You feel like it's too dark in some parts, or
Yes. I feel like if I can see where the light is coming from. But then I feel like if it was brighter, it would have been better. But it doesn't look real.
Are you sure
Really
it's
know
not,
that
are you
it
sure it's
doesn't
not
look
max
real.
brightness? Are you sure it's max brightness?
On the screen, I want to believe this.
Let's make sure it's max brightness.
I think it's really, we don't do it. So let's just, I don't want to mess it up. Okay, any comments from you guys? Or are we, can we go ahead with the scorecard?
Yeah, I can score.
Okay, so let's do image one. For design, your scorecard.
yeah.
Overthinking.
Five. It's probably good to say.
Then modeling, yeah, each. Yeah, sorry, each category is over 10.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay. Then for modeling is okay, maybe I should put up. It's supposed to be compared to what the actual product looked like, right?
Yes.
To see how well it was recreated. No, you're fine.
Yeah, very good.
Let me see if I can put this up on the judges system.
Can we get this to zoom in also?
Okay, I'll. Okay, this is what the product looks like. Right, so maybe I should put it half and half. Yeah? So for modeling, how accurately he recreated the model. Left is the original, right is the render. Can we move on to the next category now?
Is the next image?
No, I mean next
Scoring.
scoring.
Oh,
Lighting. So now lighting.
Okay.
We don't need this for that. So.
oh yeah.
Okay. Texturing. So texturing is. Okay, I think I need to bring up that other image as well for this.
And it on the actual and zoom in.
Yeah. Okay. So this is. I think I'll just say that this is paper. On this product, these gold parts are shiny. So that is also what we're looking out for texturing. The gold parts are shiny as against the white parts.
It seems like they're coming out there.
Yeah, there's a slight.
There's a slight bump, right?
Okay.
So it's supposed to be a little bit like embossed-ish.
Okay.
Ish. So zooming into his. So texturing, over to you guys to decide what you think. as regards attention to all the shiny areas, paper.
And then
you know.
I guess the texturing should also cover the other.
Yes, texture
yeah,
will also cover the other elements in the scene. Yes,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
the water in the net of about. Yes, the net texture.
Yeah, you all take it about.
Okay, are we good to move on to image appeal? So this is now overall on a whim. What do you think about
the image?
About the image on a whim? On a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. Okay, are we ready to go to the next image? We'll be going next one. We are currently critiquing Imoka Ivaru's work, and this is his image 1. Are we good judging?
Yeah, we're good.
So image 2 for Imoka. So
Okay.
let's do the quick conversation about this and then thoughts, overall thoughts and everything. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention, on image appeal, that's where the wowing potential client is supposed to come in.
Yes.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how does that pull a buyer, basically? So now, image 2, discussions. Our product
Okay.
expert in the house.
We'll give it to.
I believe it's Nene of Nene Visually Nene Studio.
Yeah, but do we have this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, the image of
Image 2 on
right?
that. Yes, yes, yes.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I don't know.
Not the one.
I'm just talking generally.
Generally.
Like it looks out of like I'm just buttressing what you said about looking out of place. Like
Like it's not in its own.
I know I'm not a judge, but I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine
yeah.
stuff. It's
Image
fine.
appeal
Do
is-
you get?
No, there's a place for image appeal. Yeah, definitely.
But the
Okay.
product itself in this thing
In
looks,
the thing.
doesn't look like it's in its place.
Okay. All right. Any other comments? Shall we? This is Imoka Ivory image 2. Okay, so let's go to the scorecard then.
Right.
Design on a scale of 1 to 10. Next name. Next name. After this, we'll be going to Mubarak. Okay, so
What happened to this picture?
yes, it's on the screen now.
Design.
So design, putting everything in consideration, design, 1 to 10, modeling, well, same person, so I guess the same modeling.
But it's
from
from
the last
the
one.
environment. So,
Oh, yes, the environment, my bad. So modeling,
I think this one's quite bad.
lighting,
That's for realism. I like it as well.
texturing,
Visual appeal.
yes, and then visual appeal. How wow, yes, how wow.
How that
Okay, that for Imoka Ivari. Thank you for
try.
yes, very good try. Thank you for your submission. We are moving on to the next person, Mubarak Ajibola Owoyemi. I said that in like an Igbo person.
No, you did good.
Okay. Then are you Igbo?
clear.
Is there
I didn't
any
get that. This is what partly.
is there any Yoruba in your body?
My mom is Yoruba.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we have Mubarak Ajibola Oyemi. We're on image one now. Are we good? Media image one. Fantastic. So comments, judges, what do you think? I'm sorry, before we continue, if you are here with us on Instagram, we would implore you to join us on YouTube. On YouTube, we're having the renders on screen while we critique. So that way, you can also see what we're saying and relate to the things that the judges are saying. So go to the link in our bio on Instagram and join the YouTube channel to join us, to join the session there. So, Mubarak Ajibola Oyemi, image one, judges, your thoughts?
So this is so personal.
Let's have Roman just CTO. Please, camera. What do you think?
To be honest, I think it is very tight. Although I wish he could have
Sorry,
done
please
more.
speak towards the-
I wish he could have done more with the my own business. To be honest, is just how realistic it is. Yeah, so I wish I had done like a little more with the background. I'm talking about the backdrop he has there. Just a little maybe some imperfection, stain, and all of that. Probably push it and make it a little more, make it look more realistic. Then the model in the foreground, yeah, the depth of field is doing a good job, like hiding the imperfections or the flaws in the model. But if he had added like a little bit of subdivision or to the leaf, because I can see the edges of
The edges of the
Polygons.
yeah, the polygons. Yeah. But aside that, I think is very, for me, I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's simple, very simple.
Okay, sorry, we just need to speak up a little bit because
Yes, sir.
apologies. So, other comments, thoughts?
I think the product person should still,
Yes.
and Heady should talk about it. He's our product person. Yeah.
I've been talking now. Yeah, definitely. So,
What I was trying to fix was, it looks like Mene's face is being a bit blocked by this. That was what I was trying to fix.
I will try to
On
get out of
Instagram.
it. Okay.
Yes. But please go ahead.
as far as like design and products is concerned, I would say, I mean, like what Nene said in the last image we critiqued, it's we don't exactly see anything about illuminate, refine, hydrate, except for the foreground plants,
Yeah, really
right?
in that direction.
Exactly. Yeah,
You do produce.
exactly. And, most of the time,
Well, I'm mostly
define-
I will do
Yeah.
and I'm happy.
direction. So in that case, I mean, it's really not a lot to look at. But other than that, I think we tried with textures, models, fantastic. I don't think the foreground looks quite not bad.
With
If
the
we're able to zoom in, no, sorry, backdrop. The backdrop.
Oh, the backdrop.
If we're able to zoom in,
Oh,
you
you
probably see the surface imperfection. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I can't see it from here. Too.
yeah, I know. It's just if we see it from here, it's probably going to be a
Too
lot.
much.
Yeah. So yeah, and then the next should.
Oh, I don't know. Personally, I like it. Maybe because it's simple and I tend to create simple images myself. And I don't know. It looks. I won't say it doesn't look out of place actually. Giving
He's giving.
like skincare, like I don't know, maybe because of the packaging just fits the green leaves and the colors as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the
We
picture.
announced
Yeah. So scorecard.
Fine.
So this is for Mubarak Oyemi number 2. Scorecard. So this is image 1 for design on a scale of 1 to 10.
for the modeling. Yeah, I don't know about the modeling. I have this application.
Yes. Do we need me to bring up the original model?
No, it's
No.
Okay. Okay, so modeling, this involves everything, including the plants. Lighting, texturing, Texturing. Okay, zooming in for the texture. I'm not a judge, but it looks like paper. Thank you.
You know, we something about texture.
Texturing means
Yeah.
everything. Sorry, guys. Texturing.
Yeah.
No, hold on. There's
Where am I going to?
the paper texture doesn't
This
look like
part
it's
here.
wrapping around the entire white space.
And we have
it looks like it's
on the
popped up somewhere.
side-ish.
You see
Okay,
that?
okay.
You see that?
Over to you guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
Okay.
the fact that it's even there, to be honest, is a good one.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think took time to put that. So the appeal and the smell, but the fact that the fact that it is the appeal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. We will be moving on to image 2. No, just wait.
Okay.
We're moving on to image 2 for Mubarak Ajibola Owóyẹmí. If you are with us on Instagram, please join us on YouTube. That is where the party is happening.
You
know that. We have that.
recommend
Yeah, join us there. Yeah,
the second one.
The link to YouTube is in the bio.
No.
Okay. Now this is image 2.
Still the same.
Image 2 for Mubarak. Do we have it on screen? Image 2. Fantastic. So, judges' comments.
I think this one is a bit better. Yeah, we're back. Behind.
First thought, I think I like it.
Yeah,
I
same.
like this. This is.
Seems to have a thing for plants.
Nene does not like it.
But it has the same issue with the polygons for some weird reason. It looks like the edges of the plants are like very sharp.
They're not solid. I think this is the way this plant is.
Yeah, the type of plants.
Yeah, this kind.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it probably should be just a little bit brighter, in my opinion.
The scene, the overall scene.
Just a little.
I was going to say that, but I feel maybe it's
Okay, sorry.
Just say.
Yeah.
after I think
Like I'm losing like in the blacks especially. There's
Too dark.
There are
The details.
it's vanishing. Maybe just a little bit is what I think.
Okay. Brightness, yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
But the lighting look, it's going to be dark because of the lighting
Okay,
or the lighting. So that is there's shadows there. So I think it can get brighter.
Okay.
You know?
impulse, I think.
I was just thinking.
I think
Yeah, you can just a little bit, just so yeah. So you see the detail, you still see the shadow, but you still see the detail there because detail is lost completely in that side.
Yeah, I mean, if you compare it with this one, this being the original, the grills, I don't know. So I'm just focusing what
I can
they're talking
take
about.
2 pictures, like how do I put it? Depending on the lighting.
Lighting that you use.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It looks
Comment.
realistic.
It does.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
yeah.
It looks
Yeah, it
realistic.
does.
Yes.
And I feel like if it becomes too light or
Too
too
bright.
bright on that side, I'll be wondering where that light
Light
is
is
coming
from.
from.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
I think the simple style is choosing is really helping in life.
Simple is always
Yeah, the simplicity
simple
is
It is helping the old.
it's every time.
You have a few things, yes. And it's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. Judges scorecard. What scoring design on a scale of 1 to 10? We're scoring
Model.
modeling on a scale of 1
I
to
think the
10.
modeling is fine.
Yeah, do you need me to zoom in?
No, it's okay.
It's good.
We're scoring lighting.
I see.
Yeah, well, you still have your personal bias.
Of course.
So we need all the biases
It's
to
in
come
my
in.
paper. Yes.
Texturing. So
I feel like
shiny, not shiny.
yeah, the product zone is very good in my opinion, but the fruits, you see the
It looks fake.
yeah coming out of the wood. I mean the wood coming out of the
This
I don't
this
think
is
so.
from
Yeah, that's
Okay, it's not giving.
yeah, it's not
Even
Well,
the fruit itself.
Even
Yeah, I think
if
it's flat. There's no specular whatever.
yeah.
It's not foam.
It's too smooth.
Too smooth.
Exactly.
Oh no.
It's bad.
The roughness.
Then
The product
overall,
is too shiny. I guess that's probably our
No,
own fault. We didn't
shiny.
give them that brief. No,
And
it's
this
not
part.
meant to be this shiny.
the paper.
No, the light.
The paper.
No, the light is
The light is what is causing.
Oh no, I think this is actual shiny. The product
Even
is
still
paper.
paper, yeah.
If light should hit
Oh,
This
okay,
paper, yes,
okay,
this is
okay,
map,
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
there's only
And
so
compared
much-
to this.
compared to this,
personal-
there's only so much light we do on paper.
I don't
This
know,
looks
paper
like-
is not.
I'm an apprentice judge. I think Bafino. All right, are we done on image?
Then appeal.
Next person is Olamide. Let's start getting ready.
Yeah.
So image appeal. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I have to confess, I sent in an entry. That's I'm allowed.
All right.
What's going on this time?
Yeah, it feels like what is happening on Instagram.
Something's wrong with
There's a
Instagram.
call, there's a call.
Wait, oh, I see.
Cut. Right.
Alright.
Yeah, we're back. We're not back.
Just come here.
No, I think it's WhatsApp.
Yeah, no, but WhatsApp was supposed to mess with the video if it's on it. I think it's whatever.
Is Instagram
If
blinking?
you're
Oh, you
on
got-
Instagram,
Instagram blinking.
Yeah, it's happening again.
join us
Something
on
in the
YouTube.
background.
If you- you're in the face of the camera.
Everybody sees my face now. Why me? It's easy.
Okay, are we ready for contestant number? I mean, for the third? Okay.
No, let's go.
Zaz.
You just carry the thing. Sorry, just bear with us 1 second. We need to.
I think we're back.
You now know.
And so that you not see him. How do you mute these people?
I'm not supposed to do Apple A13 Bionic chip.
Look at this man.
A13 Bionic chip. Is the problem? I have like 1,000 actually.
Like you do 1,000 hours.
Easy.
Hey.
Watch that.
I'm sorry, you.
Are we good?
Can you tilt the camera?
I think for that.
Allow me.
No, it's fire.
Yeah,
It's fire.
it's good, it's good.
Let's go.
Good.
This is image one.
Okay.
Yeah, what about?
Okay.
Okay. We have Olamide on screen now. So we're currently critiquing. Anyways, it takes some time. We're currently critiquing Olamide Tolu. Sorry, you're welcome in the house. I feel like I've murdered this name.
Olamide Tolu Fashe.
Look at you. It's the name I said now. While murdering this name to me.
Fashe.
Alright, we're currently critiquing Olamide Tolu Fashe's work in the product rendering category. This is the third finalist that we're critiquing. We have 2 more to go. He has 2 images submitted, and this is image 1 that we have on screen. We have that on screen, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so comments, judges.
It's like a paint.
Okay, comment number 1, it looks like a painting. It is the brutality for me.
I would ignore everything bad in the scene and just say I like the droplet. What are droplets?
Yeah.
That's about the only thing.
That's about the only thing.
That's about the only thing.
Now, I also like the one that is on the.
The water, okay, the water on the surface.
Yeah, the water on the surface and on the product is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that is the only.
Basically,
The model used to complement or like it does. They don't
work. Like,
to be honest.
personally, I'm not a photographer, but I would say that if I'm looking at this, the product is not what I'm saying. I'm saying oranges, I'm saying leaves, I'm saying I'm not
Yeah, it looks
focused on
busy.
yeah, you know, it's too
Looks
busy, it's too
very
busy. And the polygon, basically the mesh is just
That's
really
fine.
off.
It can actually be busy, but like I said, it looks like a paint.
Yeah, that's it too. The green is plant on this side is dead.
I mean, I think we even have a marble table.
Yeah, but you can't even tell it's marble.
No.
No, I see. I mean, it's just adding to the old busy.
Yeah. You
To the
exactly.
bend.
It's just
It's
So
something
let's
that
say
works.
Lagos. Let's say it's Lagos. Very big. Alright,
the droplets on the product is like a nice.
The models for me.
Yeah.
The models
Models are
in
wrong,
the
just-
project.
Okay, so too many things happening.
Too many things.
This one is supposed to be towel.
That's it. Well,
It looks like
like texture.
Maybe in the next edition of this, you should have like a small description from the artist themselves. Maybe
So
you're probably
voice.
missing it. Maybe you're probably missing it, but maybe you should have like a small
I saw this
description from
person
the artist.
probably trying to
For the
create a
next.
bedroom scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I said,
It's almost like
personally, I won't say it's too busy. Like depends on, like I said, it might be trying to tell a story around.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they think
okay.
it's you in the bedroom.
Mhm.
My only issue is that it doesn't look real. It looks. I'm looking at things that are
Flat.
people that can.
There's no shadow.
Which one should I chase me out of market? Like people that challenge me.
yeah, I get.
Like if I bring
needs to look
product,
real. It
it
needs to
looks
look like a photograph.
real, but it doesn't look like.
Did anyone else notice the lack of shadows?
Yeah, it's the lighting.
Yeah,
lighting.
The lights in it. Really, that's why you don't look. It's looking like a painting. There are no shadows, so you
No,
can't
even
tell.
with the shadows, the leaves looks.
The look, yeah, the model,
The
yeah.
looks real, like really. Is the oranges,
The pulp inside the orange and the
the orange, every other thing looks.
Yeah, the orange looks.
The models.
Okay. Relax,
Yeah,
everybody, relax. Let this not. So let's go to the scorecard. Olamide Tulufashe, I hope. Design 1 to 10, modeling 1 to 10, lighting. Okay, for modeling, I'm not sure how.
design. Because I was telling a story, I was trying to.
You can't
Model.
really tell a lot from the angle here, right?
Then we must attempt.
What do you
Lights and not for me.
absolutely have?
Like lights. Green fruit is most type of
It's the model of the person
Yeah,
used.
it's model.
Okay, so we have design,
It can improve.
modeling,
So,
lighting, texturing, and visual appeal. Why are you in
They're good at
back
them,
of the
though.
company?
Yeah, like I said, actually, I was probably trying to tell a story, but it's lost. Yeah.
It's not realistic now.
Okay, you guys are now just taking
We are sorry.
Sorry.
All right, this is image 2. Okay, so sorry. Before we proceed, Olamide said something which we would probably adopt in the next one. We will make room for a defense.
Yeah.
So if we cannot have it in-house where the finalists come in to defend, you would at the point of submission. I think even if you're coming, you don't know. At the point of submission, put a defense.
A description.
A description so that we have some perspective. I mean, we might be reading your story wrong because we don't have the
But
your
at the end of the
perspective.
day, still
But then at the end of the day,
realistic
true.
and how it appeals to me.
Yeah.
As an end user, and I even have the chance to tell me or explain your story to me. I have to be able to see your story from the render.
Someone who wants to buy the product,
good
not really.
picture.
A good picture to tell a good story.
Yeah, sure.
Even without seeing.
Okay. So image number 2 on screen. For
much
Olamide
green,
to look
No, it's
at.
not even too much.
Yeah,
They are taking out the leaves in front. That in.
Yeah,
Much better. Yeah.
The leaves are taking it.
Like green, they just depth of field. I will just sort of silhouette.
yes,
of the
yes,
leaf.
yes, yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
they're taking
quality
out
of the
those leaves in
texture,
front.
the
No, this is a much better attempt than the other one.
Yes.
the
Or
quality
do
of
you
the
think
leaf is
the
bad.
leaves are just too bad? Do you think it's a better one when we still leave it?
Okay,
think
but
they're
like
too much.
the leaves doesn't look real. So like the first one, this looks realer. Like that's
It's still-
Yeah,
It looks more
yeah,
realistic.
Anything will take it. Really?
It looks more realistic. More like
I think
we
the
can even.
field is doing that.
No, the rest of this.
Yeah.
Depth
can
of
see
field
the
is doing
product.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish we had more depth of field.
I also feel like maybe we have the frame like cropped instead of this one that I've seen the entire.
The entire bathroom.
If we crop it,
doesn't
like
matter.
it will look better that way. That's what I just think.
Something, yeah.
I wish
Oh,
we
yeah.
could just run a quick crop.
Okay. No.
Just crop this guy out of it like this now. Crop it.
No.
This
look
is
better.
a
You are-
cow-
Yeah, take one half of the green and then you have this
I'm
one.
the nominator and the judge. And the thing is, they can't even see if we crop it. So
No, that's not.
we need to carry them along. So that's why cropping.
But are we allowed to like pass actual comments like feedback?
Oh, sure. Oh, why not? Okay, so we just putting this before we go to the scorecard. We would be doing like critique sessions on YouTube, not live, pre-recorded critique sessions for some of the other entries that were submitted that didn't make this finalist, list, right?
Sure.
And then talking about, we'll be critiquing everything. What we're just talking about here is basically just overviews. So we'll be doing more in-depth conversations about visualization, what you could have done here to have made this better.
Yes.
What this would have.
I'm interested now.
You should have taken this out because it's taken away from the scene. We'll be doing sessions like that and putting it up on our YouTube. So subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and turn on post notifications. Probably we'll do it at least. We'll try to do it weekly, so that before the next edition, we'll have run through all of the comments that we need to run through, so that you have a better understanding of what is expected or what you can do better, right? So onto the scorecard. We are currently on Olamide Tolufa shares the work image 2. We are taking our scoring design, modeling, lighting, texturing, and image appeal.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, the next question is Omololu Soetan. Are we ready for it? It up so that we can. I'm scoping what you're right. That's if I can get freedom from this apprenticeship. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Next question is Omololu Soetan. Are we Soetan?
Are you sure?
Omololu is the next person.
Look for me.
So this is image 1. Are we live?
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, great. So we have Omololu Soetan's first render on screen. Okay, judges.
Wait.
Yeah.
So for me, do we have it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
yes.
this is not it's the wrong.
You're on the wrong one. Look at the one.
Are we updated now?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
It's changing. Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Can you put it back?
On top.
Myself. Why am I?
Yeah, I'm not shouldn't be in the frame for anything. Right? Okay, so comments, judges, what are your takes?
Like Photoshop.
That's the product itself, the product itself, the highlight coming on the left and right, it's giving Photoshop vibes.
Is not
I
giving.
was almost going to be like that.
Use Photoshop.
You know what?
Okay.
That's if it's just, I don't know, like it should be products from somewhere and just.
Those are living on water, right?
The models.
And also does not look real.
This.
Yeah, it doesn't look real. That is one of
The
the
model.
predominant comments. It looks like a Photoshop mashup.
The water, the green, the sand, that bottom side, all of it.
Yes.
The
Somebody
lady.
give me a positive, please.
Oh boy.
Well,
I like the
Yeah,
shadow.
what's the shadow? The shadow, yeah.
Shadow
We don't know where
one.
the shadow.
I like the circular thing at the back.
So the bottom looks as if it's the bank of a beach. And
That's the
then-
idea.
Yeah, it looks like bank of a beach, yes.
But
How-
bro, no.
Should we maybe critique like the overall design and maybe
Yeah, okay, yeah, not the.
just overall design? What do you think? If it were like more realistic, would this fly?
Okay.
I don't,
So
they're more
design,
realistic.
so say like from a design standpoint. So assuming everything is realistic, but this design, what
But
do
these
we,
are like the setup.
Like proper.
We have the stones and we have the maybe much
so
realistic.
it's more like what do you think of the concept?
Yeah, the concept.
too
Yeah.
much.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I
that's-
actually don't understand the concept. Honestly.
Yeah. Everything is
But we're able to get that is like a beach.
Yeah, it's a bit. So,
So beach relating with the
now, okay,
product.
so now these are small stones. Like
The scale, so wide. Scale is
just
off.
off,
This
like
is the
that.
concept. You need like
If that
Those
part was
yeah,
ladder rock. You know.
For a stone this size, we shouldn't be seeing
That's
this much
it.
of the body of water in this
Ah,
mirror
yeah,
frame.
the composition.
Yeah, If I wipe this judge, this judge is wiping on.
Exactly.
Pebble on the beach and it's that big.
The lily, and then if you look at it, the lily is much smaller than the product itself. The lilies are
Again, lilies are not on beach.
Okay, so this
they are not even on beach. Yes, so this is not even the
You
beach.
never see lilies
So it's not
on
even the
beach.
beach. to begin
Okay,
with.
you guys calm down. No tensions are high. Let's look at the scorecard. Okay, scorecard for Omololu.
No.
Design, modeling. So design, we are talking about concepts, modeling, lighting, texturing, and visual appeal.
So can we zoom into the product?
I will zoom into the product card.
We did already.
Modeling. Did you grade modeling?
Everything.
That was a bit too fast. We'll probe you.
No.
Okay. So on to the next image.
I see.
So image number 2. Overall comments on concept. Okay.
It's not giving.
Then please speak up. Say your mind.
Like the other, like
It's
the
still the
first,
same thing.
It's not
Wow.
giving.
like the
Okay.
first, is it the second guy? It doesn't. It looks out of place.
Like the one in
Imoka.
the Imoka.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks. Then the scale is
It's
also
still
off.
problem.
Like
Yeah.
that small product in what?
And I don't like the way the back one is blending in.
Yeah, so yeah, that's true. The back one is lost in the scene.
Yeah.
So perspective, it feels like it's killed the back one even more to maybe get this, because this is perspective. It's not supposed to be that big. I don't know. I feel like it's much bigger
From that
compared to the
distance,
distance. From
right?
that distance, yes, the perspective just looks off.
The bottle is big. Everything is big. Compared to the
Lighting. What do you
plant.
think of
There's
lighting?
problem in proportion.
I
Yeah,
feel like
proportion here
this
is
and
different
Because I mean, this plant we have here is looking like a
Like a tree.
tree.
And you have this guy almost the same
They
size.
might have
There's
tree in the
a-
house.
there's a problem with
like in
proportion.
what-
No, proportion is.
He did not
Trying
say
to
it.
form a like visual stuff.
Like there,
not
it's not.
supposed to be-
Illusion ish, or is it just me? How that this thing happening there is now coming to the foreground here?
The
I think
shape,
you're right.
Do you see that?
Mhm.
Is at the back here, or is at the
Is
front?
it slanted?
The arc.
Is it being rotated?
most
Is it
likely.
tilted? Like But still,
it's
even
giving some kind of vibe. Okay, so scorecards, right? So we're scoring design, we're scoring modeling, we're scoring lighting, scoring texturing, and visual appeal.
I like the water shaft.
Man, sorry, judges. I hope we're not scoring too quickly.
Yes,
No,
let's really
no,
look at
Let's really look at, as per texturing, we're looking at.
I think Ari has scored.
Already.
we need to probe Harry. We need to probe Harry.
I have finished. But the water is nice, so at least, right?
It looks like jelly.
Like the water is not nice, bro. I don't think. Okay, let's give him that one. The bomb and the
water is
water,
nice.
but still. Don't know.
Okay, the next person would be, and the last person.
I'm not done scoring. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm just saying for media team's sake. Rodney Ifeme, the image number 1. There's an image that's numbered 1. That's what I'm starting with. Well, I'll put it on screen so you see. This one. Sorry, judges, I'm going to give you a thing now. Okay, so this is the 5th person in the product rendering category among our finalists. Yeah. Are we done with the scorecard?
Yeah, let's
Okay, so we're done with Omololu. On to Rodney Ifeme. That's an Igbo, but I feel like I murdered it as well. Do we have it on screen now? Fantastic. So, thoughts. Sorry, to show that I've been learning, it feels out of place. See, Magba freedom. You said, "Judge is your name." Yeah. Okay. So, thoughts though.
Out of place. Correct. Too much texture. Correct.
Okay. So a bit too much texture on the.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for this again that you should start like
Like
with the barrel to kind
Okay. So sorry.
yeah,
My creative director is suggesting that we do concept. What do we think of
yeah,
concept?
concept. I mean, if this were realistic,
If this were realistic, right texture, right
Depth of
lighting,
field.
everything.
Started with depth of field and then proceeded to
I don't
that.
have a product shot.
in worldwide.
I don't think
I don't think that's what the product person will do.
So concept they know, or
Wait.
okay, yes, I'm product expert.
Let the product person say exactly.
Let's go.
Let's see the skill. Like if you already said that, it's like so. I don't say this. I like the orange. I don't know where they're getting the orange.
You are enjoying this, like oranges are your.
No, like I don't. No sense. I don't know where they're getting the orange from, but the orange doesn't.
It doesn't fly.
It doesn't.
Oh, I get what you. I thought you said you like the orange. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how that the orange comes in.
Even in the other picture, but it was
Maybe it's one of the ingredients somewhere.
the ingredients are not stated.
Yeah, I think the back of the label states something similar, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Probably.
I don't know. Yeah, but okay. So these are overall
Just
thoughts.
oranges.
Um,
The skill.
as the apprentice, as a judge apprentice, I'll say that.
It's off too.
So it's
skill of the
let's make
orange.
that comment a bit audible.
Okay, so
Okay,
the
the
scale of the
skill-
orange is what we're talking about. You know,
Okay,
it's
the
like
scale of the orange.
this is also perspective, really.
Yeah, scale of the orange compared to the product.
Yes, like it's supposed to be behind, meaning it's to be smaller, even if in reality
Okay,
it
so
might have the size.
let me go pull up the dimensions of the product
Oh,
so that we have, so that just when we have, you know,
perspective.
we have
Yeah,
perspective.
understanding.
Where can I get that? Okay. Bear with this one. Yes. So it's like 12 cm, 120 mm high, which is like a small ruler. Yeah. Like normal
Normal serum bottle.
Yeah, normal serum bottle. Okay. Can we proceed pouring and the carry. Okay, so we're going to the judges' scorecard. This is Rodney Ifemes Image 1. If you are on Instagram, please join us on YouTube. Thank you. I think it's, are you can I don't need relevant comments. So can okay, we could gloss over that. And so if there are any comments,
I don't add the links to try and put it.
yeah, no, I'm still going to put it all up. I'm going to definitely put it all up. I mean, after the winners are decided, their work, winners of their work, they will now put everybody who submitted.
Yeah.
Wait, how did I decide to move? Or has this called already?
No, it's
Wait. Okay, so Rodney's image 1 scorecard. Alright, I think you're the only one behind.
Yeah.
We need to move to image 2.
not. I'm not done.
Okay.
I thought we were model. I thought we were still on design.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, so sorry. I thought you guys had moved on.
Okay,
I know
go forward.
some of us have moved.
Yeah, I've moved on.
Design, modeling, lighting, texturing, and then image appeal. So image 2, do we have that up now? Fantastic. So
On YouTube.
yes, are we good to go
Yeah,
to
I see,
image
I see.
2?
This one.
Oh, okay. I'm done.
So image 2, this is image 2. So this is Rodney Ifeme's image 2. Overall thoughts.
What's that on the top left?
So top left.
The texture of the serum.
Yeah.
Oh, like maybe the serum poured on the.
What it looks like.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like
Looks like
serum
egg
is usually
They have almost none of
liquid.
this thing, yeah,
Like serum looks like
it's
oil.
This going
Yeah.
on it, but it's not still.
Okay, sorry. Let's keep the comments going on there. Let's make it audible. So overall thoughts.
Yeah.
My judges are rather mute.
If that is,
You don't want
If
it.
that
It's meant to be the
is
texture of the serum.
yeah.
I would rather have it maybe sticking out from the product itself,
So
or maybe the product open and some, so you can get some form of.
So it tells the story
sometimes you
better.
actually
Yeah.
just put the textures anywhere around. Do that. I don't.
You don't
How-
think that
how
looks
do-
like
how do
syrup?
Egg yolk.
See, how does it know that is?
This looks like
texture
gel,
serum?
yeah.
Yeah, because none of the information we put out.
Although, can you zoom into it?
Although-
Can you zoom into it?
Okay,
Probably in green,
This
Instagram
looks like
page.
egg
So,
yolk.
in reality, yeah.
Yolk is probably going to be on the second page.
This
Even if this looks like a gel, like
It looks like
doesn't
gel,
look
yes.
like a serum.
Although it
Like
does,
the
in
oil.
terms of texture, yeah, it does have this translucency thing going on.
Surface.
Yeah, some scatchy, which would not be bad if this was the texture, but this is not the texture of what serum would be.
So which would be commendable if this was the texture. And you can give it points.
Maybe,
Okay, so-
or, you know.
design wise, I mean, it works.
Yes, sorry.
Right, then
Design wise, as regards concept.
The concept,
I mean,
okay, having the
Overall,
texture,
assuming that
Many
was set,
was right.
and it was
and
right,
it was- yeah.
and lighting. What do you think?
The lighting that looks
flat.
just completely flat.
I'm letting this work.
Yeah, and
You can't tell what that's.
Yes, I can't see any light.
There's no major sense of light source.
having in the background. It looks like there's a bright coming from the right and dark, but it's not shown on the product. The product feels
Yeah,
Feels like
it
the
feels like the
background-
light coming from the left on the product.
Yeah.
While with the gradient, it feels
like
like.
we have like overall light on the product.
You just let it be light.
What do you say?
But that looks like it was painted, like how I put it. There's a way
Looks
you
like
paint
that
in
background was
Photoshop.
not in that scene.
Oh, I see. I
Yes.
see. So you feel like the background was doctored.
So
Okay, it did background
Yeah.
replacement for it.
Yeah.
It did not do shadow catcher for it. Or I don't know.
We're
It did
talking
do it.
technical terms, but yes. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it did.
There's no, it's not catching shadows. It's just
Yeah.
no, but there are shadows on the.
Yeah, but not.
It's
Yeah.
weird. No. It feels like it's weird because the shadow on the bottle is falling to the left, which tells the story of the light coming from the right.
The one
Yeah.
Even
But then
if
the
there's-
reflection
there's a
on the
subtle
product
difference.
is now coming from the left, which now negates the light. This is George's work. I will steal your job. Okay. Any other comments?
Object placement, maybe rotation and all that. I mean, why don't you just centralize it? Why do you have that slight tilt? Is that to add to realism or something?
Oh, you mean-
But
Yeah.
the middle one. or
Yeah,
one
the
on
middle
right.
one. Even the one on the right. There's this slight
Okay.
You mean
The way it's placed isn't bad.
like
just-
the rotation of it.
The middle one
middle
is like is
The
rolling.
packaging, the
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one-
okay,
Text is
the-
obvious.
the package is
Yeah.
rolling away. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was straight, it would have been better, but this one doesn't matter.
It's not. It's not really bad.
Yeah, the one on the right is nice, right?
Yeah.
I think that one is good.
No, it's good.
But overall, I think it's definitely better than the first one.
Let
Yeah,
us.
this was-
Definitely better.
This one has, I don't know,
Simple.
Less
it's
raw,
simple
kind of-
and
Yeah.
it's forgiving.
This was the first. So
I don't think
Okay.
I'm a fan of his texture.
So
Yeah.
we're
Product.
already design, modeling, lighting, texturing, and image appeal.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Are we good and ready with scorecard?
Good.
I think we're going to have this now.
Is it possible?
Fair talk. We could do that.
I don't know if we should we do that.
Yeah,
I'll
we
take
can.
that. So we can just have collections happen while we move on to something else. Very. Or we could just let's just clear it up. Okay. Yeah, that's I'll just represent the same time back up with that.
Move faster.
Or we just
No, it's cheap. Let's just, you know.
yeah, the next meeting then.
He will be.
Ready for the
No, we are
next
fine.
Okay. We have all four, right?
I
Yeah.
need to get some more.
The reference image you're like, okay, address. The reference image.
Okay. Are you on it now? Can I just send it to you?
Yeah,
We'll be completely out of time.
you can just.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if for a time or completely
Okay, cool.
So,
Are you
Yeah.
on it now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, so we're getting some requests. So for the next, we're done with the product rendering category. Collections will begin to happen now. And so while we're fast on things, okay, we've gotten a request about having, because the next category is the AgVis category, and that is the brief says replicate the image as exactly as possible, right? So it would be good to have the reference image on the side and then the present render. So we'll just need to load those up into the screen shortly, and then
Then I should have squeezed all of that in on YouTube. We'll just
No.
yeah, so you just take
images.
images only.
Images only, images only,
We just have
yeah.
voices in the background. So now see something like that now.
Sorry. Negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. You have it in nice. Bring the tone at ease. So we just have that constantly on one side, right? It will be important to see the YouTube screen so I can know which one is on the left and on the right. Oh, okay. Just put. Let's have the reference on the left, and then each individual going down on the right. So once in a while, I don't know how it works on your end, but just do you. But just if I'm saying something that is inconsistent with what you have on YouTube, just let me know. Yeah. Okay. So just so I can see what's possible. You're just connecting that. So all right. So for the AppVis category, yeah, also you need to use your YouTube. This YouTube, this is Instagram, so just go to YouTube. So just for the AppVis category, would be announced. I think we already announced the people who submitted. Well, we'll do that again. Entries that came in for the AppVis category, we have. We have Adam Waziri, we have Adeola Ogungbe. I'm sorry. We have Aishat Ageni Puja, Noluwa Teriba, Chukuma Ogbonna, Ezekiel Olawale Zacchaeus, Hakim Adeleye, Ifeme Rodney competed in both categories. I think we have a couple of persons who competed in both categories as well. We have Imoka Ivari, same thing. We have Isaiah Joseph. We have Israel Oluwatobiloba Samuel. We have Jimo Teslim. We have Kelechi Igosonu. We have Olamide Akinonu.
Thank you.
We have Oluwatobi Akinlolu. We have Ose Abumere. Ose, okay. We have Paul Joel Akunku. We have Richard Tinaborowa. We have Samuel Ayomide Oluwasomi. And we have Uchenna Ibiabuchi. See, I pronounce that one perfect because it's my language. So 20 of these submissions are valid. I mean, those are the 20 names I have just called out. And of those 20, we have 5 finalists. Finalists are Adeola Ogungbe. Sorry, do we have the brief on the left side? We have finalists on the screen. Fantastic. So we have Adeola Ogungbe, we have Ifeme Rodney, we have Imoka Ibarwe, we have Jimo Teslim, and we have Paul Joel Akunku. All right, so we're going to be starting with Adeola Ogungbe. I'm really sorry, right? I'm really sorry. Come to my DM after I think that's what it is. Okay, if I'm ordering your name, please come to my DM on Instagram. I'll apologize. I can even make transfer. So we're going to have the brief on screen by the left. Yes, on the left. The brief is basically to recreate. Let me read out the brief verbatim. Okay, so we provided a reference image which you already have on screen now. Do we have that on screen? Let's have it on screen, please. We provided a reference image, and our 3D artists contesting in the architectural visualization category are required to recreate a photorealistic 3D replica of the image of the image. Your 3D render should match this image as closely as possible, model for model, light for light, texture for texture. So I'm I'm going to have you right after this brief talk about what we're looking out for in this category. Right. So because what the stakes are slightly different, because this time around we have something in particular that we're to recreate exactly.
Yeah.
So model for model, texture for texture, light for light. The final render should be okay. We specify the resolution, and then so the brief basically is just recreate this but in 3D, right? So Olamide will take us through what the scorecards categories are, and then what informs decisions on all of those. Like I mentioned previously, we got a request about publishing all of the renders, what all the applicants submitted. We're going to do that at the end of this week. I mean, today, tomorrow, or next week. But the finalists' images will be published, as well as everyone who contested. So we all have perspective, and we all have perspective on why one was chosen and one was not. Right. So we would also, like I mentioned previously, would also hold critique sessions on YouTube to also critique all of these renders and to make comments on what we think could be done better in order to ensure a more realistic image, or as applies to each category. So we're starting with Adeola Ogunbe. We're starting with Adeola. Adeola. Can we have the render on screen now? And to the left, we should have the already. Fantastic. Okay, so judges, I'm going to also have to do that here actually.
Yeah.
So the original on the right side and the reference on the left. Yes, reference on the left, then the on the right. Yes.
Right. So
comments. Let's comment into the mic.
So firstly, we should start with the categories, right?
With the categories, yes, please. Walk us through the categories.
Okay, so like my colleague already said, the last category we had the design scoring category, but in this case we don't have that because we already have the design and exactly what we have to replicate. That is lighting, models, textures. So basically, you don't need to design or add or take anything from the scene. Just would like to see how closely you can replicate an existing realistic scene, right? So in the category we have the camera angle, which is, I mean, important to get anything that's close to this. Model details, the quality of the models, quality of the walls we have in the scene, the wood, lighting, texturing, and then the overall image appeal. That is how everything works together.
And how closely
it looks to the reference. I mean, yeah, I think that's all. So, all right, comments.
We have Adeola on screen now. So I think a good way to comment would be commenting through the scorecard.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
So camera angle. What we have on the left side is a real photograph.
So for me on YouTube.
And on the right side is the actual the applicant's render. We would be doing some zooming in, zooming out over here so that we get more accurate. So I'll make accurate
assessment.
Yeah,
assessment. Wow. So, but we cannot do that on YouTube. So you bear with us. But then, just be rest assured that what we're doing here is ISO standard. So comments.
Okay, so we'll start with the camera.
You've been pushing products to the lens, so now
So let's go, Harry.
Creative director. You should do fast.
Let's go.
No best. The camera angle slightly off. Just slightly, but you did a good job trying to match it.
So just
and if there's this other software app that we use for camera angles, S5.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like this was obviously not done with S5. So if it wasn't, I think it's even a good try.
Yes.
If you're just working with your eyes and all that, I mean, it's maybe the focal length is too low, the reference focal length is quite high, so you're having a lot of vanishing on the
leg on the table.
on the render itself. So all of those little things that S5 will have fixed, maybe in the subsequent videos will be released, we'll be showing
how it works,
how all of that works. That's getting the exact camera angle placement of an image or a reference. So moving on, camera angle not very close, but it's a good attempt.
very good one.
Yeah. Model detail. Sorry. Sorry.
Like, the model is going to be like what matches it, right? Like
Yeah.
how well they match.
Yes. How could we reference it?
Should I zoom in something?
Sorry.
It's close, but the leaves are obviously different.
Yes.
Okay.
The light order at the back. The light order at the back is different. The arcs are different. This one looks now on the original image. The
arcs are more.
the lighting gives like you can tell that that's an arc. The one on the right just looks flat. It looks straight.
Okay.
So the lighting is supposed to like give it depth, like how do I put it, to know that there's an entrance there. It looks overexposed.
It's blown out, basically.
Yeah.
Light source.
So it didn't clamp it. The light source is not clamped.
And then the design on the arc, not the actual picture. You can see the
The arc has some displacement going on.
like
The
maybe that thing looks like
reference image, the arc has some kind of displacement going on. This one is quite
I
flat.
think the problem started from the camera that is not correct to start with.
No, I'm not particular about the camera. I'm talking about the arc itself. Like you can see the arc itself. On the reference image, it's flat.
Project.
On this one,
I'm
it
seeing a
is
shadow
not.
on the actual picture that is not here. Like
No,
behind, just at the back.
I see.
There's no shadow. There's
Look
a
at the
shadow
displacement on the
there.
arc. You see, like that's the pattern that you're looking at. Displacement is not exactly.
Sorry, voice please. Let's
So displacement on the arc is not exactly what's in the submission. It's close. I mean, texture-wise, you can see the roughness. Yes, but I mean the grout lines of the stones on the arc. You see the grout lines are missing here. The grout lines are missing here. So there's that.
On this side,
The block there,
block
that block
there.
on that side, yeah.
this one is like it looks like a brick or like something
that
done
one,
with
yeah.
mud.
Yeah,
This one looks like concrete.
Just double check again.
You can tell this one.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
one looks like concrete.
The edges are not soft. The edges are very sharp.
thick edges.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah, the edges are very sharp. So there's that.
Okay. So we were at
Model.
Model details, yeah, model details.
and I think we glossed over the lighting, right? Ish.
Scope, yes.
And now that we've zoomed in, I can see that there's no light bounce. I mean, there's this light bounce that we're having. Yeah, that we don't necessarily have in the render. So yeah, lighting is probably
Could be improved.
yes, could be improved. Texturing, I think
Decent try.
yes,
Couple of
it's
too much
essential.
things. Some are very
The chair,
neat.
can we go into the chair? I think the chair is, can we zoom into the chair? Like, pan it a little bit higher so we can see.
The full check.
Yeah, the full chair, yeah. Like, let's see exactly then. Do that for that. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I think the chair looks pretty similar.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
it looks similar.
Right,
Color-wise.
right.
Just a little more details on this.
Under.
Yeah, under it. Not this under. The texture itself, the wood texture, like that base, that
Yes,
particular one doesn't have that.
yes. Yeah, but
I think
it's
because of the
Yeah.
resolution.
image resolution of this.
Like,
No, this is even lower as compared
yeah, that's
to.
what like, that's why I'm not saying, or that's why you
No,
think.
and this one's on is even.
No, this is lower.
This is even
Yeah,
lower.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
I
He
can't
said,
see.
he said the texture on this one. I don't know what he
Yeah,
said.
the texture on this one
Yeah.
is missing.
It's missing.
Yeah, it's
and this
missing.
lower image.
We
You
can
That's
can
what
see the wood, what's the
lines
name?
and this on the grain.
What's the word? The grain, the wood grain. Yeah, you can see the wood grain is missing from the image. Is it that wood grain?
So as far as texturing goes, I mean,
There's also the
decentralized
marble.
could be better.
The marble itself, the
And
table,
table.
the marble on the
The
table. Yes, it's glossy. This is more matte-like.
Yeah,
You see. So
Judges.
and the quality of the model. I mean, that would kill someone. It's super sharp.
yeah, the edges are
The edge of the
the edges. Yeah, the edges are very sharp. They're not so too sharp.
Okay, sorry, just for context. What our viewers are mostly seeing is just the two images. So I'll need us to be a bit. All they can, the only connection they have to us right now is just
It's just
audio.
audio.
So I need us to be
Okay.
a bit audible. That's
Oh, okay,
yeah,
sure, no problem.
yeah. Are we good to go to scorecard now? Image appeal?
Yeah, also overall image appeal. I think we've covered that. What do you guys think?
Overall, if you're looking at it from, I mean,
It's very fair.
it is very, very fair.
Very
Fine,
fair.
it's a very, very, very good attempt.
Yes, very
With a
good.
couple of details missing, but it's very good attempt. I mean, even the proportion on
And
the scale, like the wooden beams,
yeah,
the proportion, yeah, it did. I mean,
very top on it.
you can tell that it looks very similar. Just
Yeah, very good job.
Very similar.
he added some depth, more work, but this is not a bad choice, not a bad attempt.
Not a bad attempt. Okay, so we go to the judges scorecard.
Yeah, so camera angle.
So we're judging. What is that? My scorecard reference. We're judging camera angle, model details, lighting, texturing, and visual appeal. Adiola.
Okay. So move on to the next person. Yes.
Yes, on to the next person.
Ifeme Rodney.
Are you sure? Okay, next person is Ifeme Rodney. Do we have it on screen now? Just put it on screen first. Thank you. Ifeme Rodney. So, please coordinate how we judge.
Yeah, we start with what we, camera angle and the rest. So I think this was done without F-Spy again,
Very,
but still very close. I mean, they are really doing a good
Very
job
good.
matching camera angles without the aid of like a third-party software.
So without Xpri, you can use 3ds Max's inbuilt perspective match and use that a lot. So you can actually get very decent results as against using the third-party Xpri.
So the 3D Max inbuilt perspective match is not exact too.
No, it gives you exact, but
Exact.
I mean very, very decent, pretty decent.
And I feel like they're not using any aiding, camera aiding.
This will be that.
This could be that.
Oh, you
Yeah,
think?
okay.
Yeah, it could be. It could
So
be.
there's an in-app.
Yeah, 3ds Max has an inbuilt perspective match in the settings,
Okay.
so you can actually match the same thing you do with Xpri. You can do it inside 3ds Max natively.
Just Blender.
I think it was done with Blender.
I think it was
Okay.
Blender. Rodney.
It was.
It was right. Yes, Blender. The
Okay.
beam up top, very, very good.
Very, very good. Yeah, the beam.
I just wish
you can
it
see
did
it.
all the edge, the paint stuff on the edge.
It has it, but not very obvious.
No, it doesn't have
doesn't have
anything on the
which-
wood.
This is
Okay, yeah, the depth. Okay, yeah, the depth.
And maybe a little less normal map to the wall.
No, the normal maps on the wall are too much.
It's too much.
The
I was trying to.
Displacement.
displacement on the arc itself, on the arch itself. The displacement on the arch itself. That was what I was saying was missing. Can you pan?
I wanna
Can
see
you
the
pan?
arc.
So once see the arc, yeah. Once
Yeah.
see the arc.
The arc.
You can see what I was saying about the grout line. The other guy didn't have it. It was just very flat.
Yeah.
This one has the grout line. It's just too busy. Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything that
Values are too high. Yeah.
normal displacement
Too much.
It's just a lot. It's too many things. going on.
exaggerated.
The wood on the chair, we can see it like compared to the last one.
So yeah, but zoom in.
yeah, we can see all of that.
But the
again, it's
although
still too much.
the UV is wrong.
Yeah,
the mapping.
Very sure.
So it should be.
I wish Chidi. Sorry, maybe too much, but are you sure we can't cast this one on YouTube itself?
no.
You can't do it.
It's not.
So let's just say we just try to.
Yeah, but I think I wish this was what we're sharing. But then we're talking about the chairs,
The chairs,
right?
the texture of the
And
chairs.
I don't know exactly what we are seeing on YouTube, but
No.
I don't know.
Or can you
Can you zoom into the chairs?
Can you zoom in?
So,
Yes, please.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, go. So we are trying to zoom in to show each item that we are critiquing, so you can see things from our perspective, and we're not just.
The table is good.
The marble texture.
The texture needs to be
Yeah, the model is bad.
Yeah,
Like-
very.
The model is very bad.
Yeah.
But the texturing, like you can see the highlights and reflections, is much better compared to
Then the base.
yeah
Can I see the base?
the base of which one?
Alright,
Or the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
Okay, can we see the base of the table?
The base on the table.
Yes.
Wait, no, this is somebody else.
Ephemeral.
The base of the table. This
Yeah,
is
this base. Yeah, this leg. Yeah.
Okay, it did very good.
It did good.
To a
It
large
did good.
extent. maybe a denoiser, doing denoiser thing.
Oh yeah, this is Blender because of the noise.
Denoiser.
But overall image appeal.
So
What do you think, Blender?
Can we look at the chairs too? Like the seats. The seat, yeah, that where you are, the seat of the chair. Zoom into
This?
seat, yeah, and look
Oh
at
yeah.
So it has this. I don't know why it has this bump thing going on everywhere.
On everything, yeah.
It literally has like rough lines and
Simulation was
normal
not complete.
markers. Yeah, maybe
simulation you did.
it could also be maybe it was limited by maybe his system or something.
Yes.
Probably
This
so
is
it couldn't
better.
do. But it's just a lot of
But I like the fact that he saw it and tried to do it.
yeah. I tried to do yes.
Okay. So scorecard. Shall we?
Camera angle is
Very good.
Yeah.
I think we did that comment that I was saying.
no model did
Yeah.
Overall image appeal.
Okay, so then overall.
Then
what was current?
We didn't talk about it like we didn't talk about it.
Okay, the lighting.
Back together.